Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is basically how I do my laundry. I do not do my laundry once a day like most people. The only time I do my laundry daily is when I have to have something for the next day, or if something has a major spill and instead of throwing it in the hamper, I will go ahead and immediately wash it if it's very soaked or wet or whatnot. Or if my son needs a uniform that he wore on Wednesday night and he needs it for Thursday, I'll do a daily wash. But other than that, majority of our clothes is done weekly in my washing machine and dryer. And I've always done this for as far back as I can remember. When I was in college, I actually had to physically go to a laundry area. So I would make that in my schedule weekly, and then I kind of did that all through college. And then when I got married, I did that, and I don't have a lot of time during the week to invest or energy to do laundry daily. So it's much easier for me to get done on the weekend and be done with it. So I'm going to show you a few of the products that I've been using. I'm using the 7th generation. This is for sensitive skin, the Free and Clear. This is what I use for my laundry. I sometimes switch out, but for the majority of the time, this is what I use. I do not use dryer sheets. I use dryer balls. These are made of, I'm not sure, these are wool ones, and then I use another ones that are white. So I use these. And then I sometimes use essential oils and sometimes I don't. But the majority of the time I do, and I use lavender a lot on my dryer balls. I put about 5 to 10 drops on them. Sometimes I use eucalyptus during flu season and cold season. Sometimes I use lemon if I want the items to be fresh. But it just depends. And last but not least, I use peroxide in my laundry. This actually substitutes bleach, so I do use this for my bleach for all my whites. I also, if there's stains and things like that, I use several different things with that: baking soda, vinegar, peroxide. It just depends on the stain. If you want a little bit more in depth on my stains, my different stains I treat, such as grass, mud, dirt, I'm trying to think of all of them, blood, all of those things, let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to do a video or a blog post on that. But for the most part, if I soak my stains in either warm or cold water, a lot of the stains come out, but sometimes I might have to treat them a little bit more in depth. So let's go ahead and get started on this laundry video. Okay guys, so I have this 3-tiered wicker laundry basket that has a removable cloth that I can remove it if it gets soiled or stinky. But this is in my main bathroom where we shower and get ready for bed and get ready for the morning. And my kids and husband go in here and we divide our clothes by color. Now my kids and I and my husband have laundry bins in our bedrooms, but when I'm ready to do laundry, they either sort them or bring them down to the main floor. So I have one bin for colored, so anything that won't bleed through other pieces of clothing. I have a bin for whites and then for darks. My kids usually do this, or I will do this and whatnot. And that's how I determine my loads of laundry. This is usually about 2 to 3 loads right here. And this is about 1 to 2, and the same here, 2 to 3.
All right, so my laundry routine, like I said, is pretty simple. I like to make sure all of my clothes are put in the washer how you would wear them normally, so right side out. And I do my loads by colors. That determines how I wash them. So if there are dark towels in there, I throw them in with clothes, and if there's pure white washcloths, I put them in with the whites. Now, I will dry all my clothes right away. So one load goes in, one load goes in the dryer. I make sure I hang anything that needs to be hung, and I lay flat anything that needs to be laid flat. The next thing I do is when they are dry, I fold them immediately and I put them in baskets that are designated for each member in my household. This just makes putting away a lot easier. My children each have a basket, my husband and I, and they take those baskets right up to their room. My kids are a little bit older and they put their clothes away. Now I do hang all their clothes up for them and put that away for them, but they do put all of their other clothes away in their dresser drawers. Now, if you have younger children, you can probably do that with them depending on the age and just guide them, or maybe just give them a certain thing to put away. That's how I started it with my children. I would give my son just his bottoms and he would put his bottoms away. My daughter would just get her pajamas and put her pajamas, and then slowly progress from there. Like I said, I hang all of my children's school uniforms and whatnot for them, and I have it all ready to go for them, and I hang them right in their closets. I do have a hanging area here in my laundry room, so I do that all in one shot. Here I am folding towels and a load of laundry, and like I said, I'm putting them in the designated areas. Now, I remove the lint from my lint trap every time I dry my clothes, so make sure you do that because that's a good way to kind of remember and to make a habit of doing that each time. Plus, it helps to make your clothes dry a little bit quicker. I do put some of my clothes in the drying time the whole time, and then some I do on air fluff, and some are on a delicate load. Some only go in for a few minutes just to kind of get the wrinkles out. Now, I talked about my dryer balls. I use these religiously. They do help with dry time. They speed it up, and I put about 3 to 5 drops of essential oil on the dryer balls. Here I'm organizing all my socks. I do this immediately after each load. I do have a sock bin that I keep any missing socks in to kind of match up any socks that have now been found. I do have a laundry room organizational video, so I'll link that above, and I will link it below as well. So check that out on how I organize my socks. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I love to use natural ingredients. And how I keep my whites is just a little bit of peroxide. I put this in where you would put chlorine bleach, and that's what I use for my bleach alternative. I do have a homemade fabric softener that I use as well, and you can find that over at my blog, which is www.mywholelotoflove.com. Organizing sheets can always be a task. I wash all my sheets, throws, and blankets about every 2 weeks, I should say. But my pillowcases, I do once a week, no matter what, because sweat and any dirt on our faces gets on that, and I like to have those nice and clean because I do have a teenager and an almost teenager, and we don't need any clogged pores around here. Now, I steam and iron my clothes that I need for the upcoming week. I don't do all of my clothes that I wash. If I know I'm not going to wear them in the upcoming week, I do that when I'm ready to wear them about a week beforehand. This just helps because I do work full time. It helps me to stay a little bit more organized and on task. I do have to say, from beginning to end, this is an all-day production with my laundry routine, but it's done for the week. We're ready to go, and we're ready to rock the week with fresh, clean clothes. All right, so last but not least is putting our clothes away. Each family member in my home is responsible for putting their clothes away. If you use the basket system, it makes this a lot easier.
No big secret. secret. That is my weekly laundry routine. I do clean things if I need them throughout the week, like uniforms for baseball, but pretty much I do everything weekly, all my whites, darks, and mix. I do pillowcases at least once a week, sheets every 10 to 14 days, comforters and throw blankets I do once a month. Very simple, very easy, and I've always been doing this, so I just think it's wonderful and perfect for my family. If you want to let me know what you want me to do for my next video, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy these home management videos, and remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos from me. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. So long.